Cowboys Nation, brace yourselves. The unthinkable has happened. Jerry Jones just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the NFL to its core. CeeDee Lamb, the star who's been lighting up the league, might have played his last game in silver and blue. You heard that right, CeeDee Lamb could be leaving Dallas. But why? What went wrong? And where could he end up? Stick around, because we've got exclusive inside info that'll blow your mind. The next few minutes could change everything you thought you knew about the Dallas Cowboys. This isn't just breaking news. It's an earthquake that could reshape the entire NFL landscape. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. That's right, folks. The unthinkable has happened. Jerry Jones has just dropped an absolute nuke on Cowboys fans everywhere. In a shocking turn of events, it appears that star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb may have played his last game in the silver and blue. I know. It sounds impossible. CeeDee Lamb, the dynamic playmaker who's been lighting up the league since he was drafted in 2020, potentially on his way out of Dallas? But before you smash that dislike button or flood the comments calling me crazy, hear me out. We've got the inside scoop, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for every jaw-dropping detail. Let's start at the beginning. Earlier today, Jerry Jones held an impromptu press conference outside the Star in Frisco. Now, usually, when Jerry speaks to the media, it's all smiles and grand statements about the Cowboys being America's team. But this time, something was different. The moment Jerry stepped up to the microphone, you could feel the tension in the air. Jerry started off by praising CeeDee's contributions to the team. He talked about his incredible route running, his clutch performances, and how he's become a fan favorite. But then, Jerry's tone changed. He got real serious, and that's when he dropped the bombshell. Jerry Jones, the owner and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, said, and I quote, "We've reached a crossroads with CeeDee. Sometimes, in this business, you have to make tough decisions for the long-term success of the franchise. We're exploring all options regarding CeeDee's future with the Cowboys." Now, I know what you're thinking. Exploring all options doesn't necessarily mean he's leaving, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because we're just getting started. Multiple sources within the organization have confirmed to us that tensions have been brewing between CeeDee's camp and the Cowboys front office for months. It all started during contract negotiations in the offseason. CeeDee, coming off another Pro Bowl season, was looking for a massive extension that would make him one of the highest-paid receivers in the league. The Cowboys, always mindful of the salary cap, were hesitant to commit that kind of money. They pointed to other areas of need on the team, particularly on defense and the offensive line. But CeeDee's agent held firm, arguing that his client had outperformed his rookie contract and deserved to be paid like the elite receiver he is. And let's be real, folks. CeeDee has been nothing short of spectacular for Dallas. Since entering the league, he's racked up over 4,000 receiving yards, 30 touchdowns, and has been Dak Prescott's go-to target in clutch situations. He's made the Pro Bowl in 3 consecutive seasons and was even named a second-team All-Pro last year. But here's where things get really interesting. According to our sources, the contract dispute led to some heated exchanges between CeeDee and the coaching staff. There were rumors of missed meetings, cryptic social media posts, and even a few sideline arguments caught on camera during preseason games. Now, the Cowboys tried to downplay all of this, of course. They said it was just normal training camp intensity, that everyone was on the same page. But behind the scenes, the relationship was fracturing. That brings us to last week. Multiple NFL insiders reported that the Cowboys had quietly begun gauging interest in CeeDee Lamb on the trade market. At first, most people dismissed it as typical preseason chatter. But then, something strange happened. CeeDee Lamb suddenly stopped following the Dallas Cowboys on all social media platforms. He removed any mention of the team from his bio, and even posted a cryptic message that simply said, "Change is coming. Stay tuned." Naturally, this sent Cowboys Nation into a frenzy. Fans were divided, with some supporting CeeDee and demanding the team pay him what he's worth, while others accused him of being selfish and putting himself above the team. Trade CeeDee Lamb. This seems to be the direction things are heading. By trading Lamb, the Cowboys could potentially acquire multiple high draft picks and slash or established players to fill other needs on the roster. It would also free up cap space to extend other key players. Sign CeeDee to a long-term deal. This is what most fans are hoping for, but it seems less likely by the day. If the Cowboys do decide to open up the checkbook, it would likely make CeeDee one of the top 3 highest-paid receivers in the NFL. Let CeeDee play out his final year and hit free agency. This is the riskiest option for both sides. The Cowboys would risk losing him for nothing, while CeeDee would be betting on himself to have a monster year to maximize his value. First, there's Michael Gallup. He's shown flashes of brilliance in the past, but has struggled with injuries. A full, healthy season as the #1 option could unlock his potential. Then there's Brandon Cooks, the veteran speedster acquired in the offseason. He's had multiple 1,000-yard seasons in his career and could step into a larger role. The Cowboys also have some promising young talent in Jalen Tolbert and Kavontae Turpin. While they're unproven, both have shown explosive playmaking ability in limited opportunities. But let's be real, folks. None of these options truly replace what CeeDee Lamb brings to this offense. His combination of route running, hands, and after-the-catch ability is truly special. Losing him would be a massive blow to Dak Prescott and the entire Cowboys offense. Speaking of Dak, we've reached out to his camp for comment on this developing situation. While we haven't received an official statement, a source close to the quarterback tells us that Dak is shocked and disappointed by the news. The two have developed a strong on-field connection and are close friends off the field as well. But here's where things get really interesting, Cowboys fans. We've uncovered some information that suggests this whole situation might be even more complicated than it appears on the surface. According to a former Cowboys staff member who wished to remain anonymous, there's been growing tension between Jerry Jones and head coach Mike McCarthy regarding the direction of the offense. McCarthy, known for his pass-heavy approach, has been pushing for more investment in the receiving core. Jerry, on the other hand, wants to return to a more balanced attack with an emphasis on the running game. This source suggests that the CeeDee Lamb situation is actually a power struggle between the owner and the coach. By potentially moving on from CeeDee, Jerry would be asserting his control over the team's offensive philosophy. But wait, there's more. We've also learned that several other NFL teams are already lining up to make a play for CeeDee if he does indeed become available. So, what does CeeDee himself think about all of this? Well, the star receiver has been uncharacteristically quiet since the news broke. His only public comment came via a brief statement from his agent, which read, "CeeDee Lamb has always been and remains committed to helping the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl. We are aware of the current situation and are working towards a resolution that benefits all parties involved." A close friend of Lamb's, speaking on condition of anonymity, told us that CeeDee is actually hurt and confused by the whole situation. According to this source, CeeDee thought he had a strong relationship with Jerry Jones and the entire Cowboys organization. He saw himself as a cornerstone of the franchise for years to come and is struggling to understand why things have reached this point. So, what do you think, Cowboys fans? Should Dallas do whatever it takes to keep CeeDee Lamb? Or is it time to move on and rebuild? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest Dallas Cowboys news. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss what happens next in this wild story.